What is up, you guys? It is your boy Keeper Real. I apologize about the double upload, but if you enjoy content such as myself, you will not be upset. And I hope that you guys tune in and that your Friday was great. And like I said in my previous video, I hope that your weekend is great as well. But today, baby, I want to take a look at something. Every year, Steam releases a game of the year for their own, where they give many awards out to other games that possibly didn't get the chance to shine at the Game Awards. But this year, for some reason, they let an IGN reviewer come in here and rate these games, because this has got to be absurd. They got Todd Howard out here geeking. They got Mr. Todd Howard smiling, smirking, shaking his hands together. Time for a Starfield remake. Time for a Starfield remaster, guys. We gotta re-release it already with the paid mods. We gotta do $39.99 worth of paid mods down the dumps, because these people love us. Oh my goodness. Stop it with this false consumerism. This is fake. This is fake. I don't even know. This has got to be a troll. So without further ado, let's take a look so you guys get where I'm coming from. Obviously, Game of the Year, baby. Baldur's Gate, one of the best games that I have ever played. No sauce. Nothing else needs to be said. VR Game of the Year. Perfect, baby. You can't even say nothing about this. I'm not even going to click on this. If you saw any game footage of this or played it yourself, you guys know that this is actually a pretty good VR game. Let's go. Red Dead Redemption. Toolie Dookie. What? Labor of Love. Okay, if this was any other award, such as Open World, whatever, Best Open World, I'd give it that. Labor of Love? Who are we kidding? The whole Rockstar Games has completely abandoned Red Dead Redemption 2. It's not a labor of love. It was a labor of trying to get cash. That game is one of the best games I have ever played in my entire life. You go to the online. Is that a labor of love? You go to the mall. Oh, they get single player DLC. What DLC they get? A nice newsletter telling them what they can purchase online. That's their DLC for single player. Come on. Give us Undead Nightmare 2. Just stop playing with us. This is not a labor of love. This is clowning. You have such a great game, such a great foundation where you could add any type of DLC and you know people would hop into it, because this game is one of the most bought games on Steam every time there's a sale. It's a great, fantastic game. Rockstar, you should feel bad that you guys won this award, because this is a game that should have got labors of love. But this is a game that fans such as myself and you, the viewer, love. But Rockstar just says, nah, this ain't for us. This ain't for us. No, we cannot support it because it doesn't bring us $10 billion a year. 2023, best game on Steam Deck. Okay, Hogwarts Legacy. I feel like Hogwarts Legacy truly got snubbed, and it deserves some type of award, because not necessarily that it deserved every award or the most highest achievement, because the game honestly wasn't that innovative, if I'm being honest with myself. And if you played the game, you know exactly where I'm coming from. If instead of wands, it was just a shotgun that they gave you, it would be like Far Cry. But because it has that nice Harry Potter, Hogwarts, that magical feeling, it's its own game, and everything about it is great. Other than there's no content when you finish the game. There's no multiplayer, and I wish it did, because then I think it could have been a Game of the Year contender if it just let you go with your friend into dungeons and stuff like that, and there was more discovery. But the game is solid. By no means am I saying this just to be disrespectful, but this game is solid. But there's a reason that it wasn't Game of the Year. On Steam Deck, though, it runs pretty good. And if you have a Steam Deck, this is a must-buy, honestly, because you can go around, you could be in a car, you can be on a bus, you could literally be on a plane. Just hop on Hogwarts Legacy and play a fantastic experience. Again, it's not Game of the Year, but nonetheless, it's a great game. Next up, Lethal Company, Better with Friends. Respect. Don't ever put down indie games. This is made by one guy. Can't say his name right off the bat, but I've been playing it with my friends, and let me tell you, we have been having a blast, and it's been a minute since I've been playing a multiplayer games with friends and enjoyed myself without feeling like I have to grind, without feeling like there's a paywall or anything that's just malicious. This game feels complete, and every update just feels like, okay, I only paid $10 for it, and I've put more hours into this Lethal Company than I have into Starfield. Outstanding visual style. Yes, I could give it to Atomic Heart, because if you've played the game, you know that robotic, punk, steampunk-esque look is going for this game. It's a very good looking game. Yes, it didn't blow up. I feel like you have to be a certain type of gamer to enjoy this game, yet I think it deserves praise. It's a very good game. To me personally, I enjoyed it. Maybe not Baldur's Gate level, but it's an enjoyable experience that came out in 2023, and it deserves to get looked at. If you have any interest in it, by all means play it. It's worth it. It's worth playing it and just experiencing what it has to offer, because I don't think there's anything out there quite like it. It's its own style of game. That's what I think is outstanding visual style. Just having something that isn't out there. For example, Doom. When it was coming out, Doom Eternal and the original Doom, I thought that it was its own style. This game, those games just don't look like anything out on the market, and they deserve to be looked at. This is where I'm getting at, guys. Most innovative gameplay. Come here. Come hither. Come hither. Soldiers. Soldiers. Who in the absolute... I can't even say the word. YouTube is going to clap right back at me for saying it. Who in the mother picked this game to be the most innovative gameplay award? I have not only completed Starfield, I have played all of the side quests. Maybe not every single one, but every single one that has popped up. I have spent 80 hours on this game. Innovative is not what you call Starfield. Lazy is what you call Starfield. A lazy excuse for a $70 game that should have never been released this year. It should have been delayed for another 2 so they could have got their stuff together. Because my God, this game is incomplete. It's a mess. It doesn't deserve any type of awards, because Todd Howard needs to know that just because you have fans doesn't mean that you should take advantage of them. Yes, you may have enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the game. By me saying this, I'm not saying that I didn't have fun. I'm saying that this game is lazy. We can all have fun, but it doesn't mean just because I enjoy a game doesn't make it complete, guys. If you enjoy a game, it doesn't make it complete. You could enjoy the worst game that came out in 2023. Shoot, you could have enjoyed Gollum. You could have enjoyed Kong. And does that make that game any better than what it really is? No, it makes it the same garbage. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, I just had an invader. It's a bee in the middle of winter. Oh my God. I'll complete the video and then I will be clapping that, folk. Alright, so I made this video simply for this. The fact that this has any type of mention on any list is just straight up disrespectful to the fans of Bethesda titles. Bethesda is known for being creative and innovative. Yes, they are. But Starfield is none of those. Even I believe Fallout 4 was objectively a better game than Starfield. And if you go play Skyrim, it's going to blow Starfield out the water. There's just none of that magical feeling of being in another world. It just feels like they threw something together, and this is all we get. This. We just get this. There's nothing else. The exploration feels bad. The flying is the best part. The starships, the combat, and the shipbuilding is all this game has. Honestly, the story is lackluster. The skills are lackluster. They're just space shouts. But who in the world okayed this decision, boy? If you like Starfield, don't get offended by what I'm trying to say. You know, dog, that I'm speaking facts. Factual information is worth it all. This game does not deserve Most Innovative Gameplay Award. There's nothing innovative about this. The fact that Alan Wake didn't get this award and Starfield did is vomit worthy. And I didn't even like Alan Wake. But I still think it was objectively a better game than Starfield and was more innovative, dude. It's ridiculous. But then again, they can't give all the trophies to Baldur's Gate, huh? They can't. They gotta give some to Todd Howard. Honestly, I think Bethesda had to pay them something, because this is a bad... I'm going to keep going. Just going to keep it pushing. Best games you suck at award. I'm surprised it was Sifu. I enjoyed Sifu, but I was thinking that it would be Lies of P. Because Lies of P went hard. Everybody has been talking about it. It's a Souls-like that does it good. I thought that would get an award, and it got nothing. This whole time. Sorry, I'm keeping my eye on that bee so it doesn't come hunting for my honey. You don't want that sweetness. But and Sifu's a great game. Very, very creative style. I like the graphics. The story's pretty good. But I thought it was Be Lies of P, if I'm being honest. Best Soundtrack Award, Last of Us Part 1. I'd understand. Dun, dun, dun. I can't even... But just the feeling every time you run into interaction, whether it's emotional sadness, happy, or being chased by zombies, this game does a great job at portraying the feeling via music. It does. There's nothing else I can say. Baldur's Gate, Last of Us. Ooh, hold up. Hi-Fi Rush. The soundtrack on that went absolutely crazy. It did. I can't even lie. Hi-Fi Rush, I give it... that's a questionable, but I completely understand where that's coming from. Outstanding Story Rich Game Award. Another Baldur's Gate, of course. Sit back and relax. Dave the Diver. Dave the Diver deserves its respect on its name, and I'm truly glad it's on the list. But I really had to make this video simply because I saw this as I was scrolling down the gameplay award. Because never has it been a time where companies are the laziest they have ever been. They can release the same game with enhanced graphics and say that they did the biggest job, but it's not innovative. It's not. You could have given this to Spider-Man 2, and it's the same game. This is what I'm saying. If you gave this a Skyrim skin, and you put a horse in Skyrim that you could jump and fly to, it would be the exact same experience that you got playing Skyrim. I'm sorry to say it. It's the exact same. The dialogue feels insignificant. The gameplay is just run and gun unless you're almost hurt, then you eat a bunch of cheese. You eat a bunch of bread. You eat a bunch of space snacks. You eat a bunch of chips. But come on, man. This has got to be a troll. These two got to be a troll. They don't deserve this. Labor of love. They got to be trolling Red Dead fans. They have to be. Because Red Dead fans have been waiting for that content and they have not gotten any. So, I'm sorry, I sound very passionate, but I do take these seriously because every game that gets an award every year, maybe not every single one to the T that gets a nomination, but at least the ones that win an award should be showing something in that category that's innovative and motivating the next game out in that genre. No game should follow what Starfield did. No game. That's what upsets me the most. No developer should ever look at this as a labor of love. It's a labor of disrespect. Such a great game just pooped out by Rockstar because it didn't make them as much money as they wanted. Starfield, it felt empty. Nobody should be looking at this as a prime example of what to make their game. And the fact that they can sit there and win awards and just say, thank you so much for this blessing. Thank you guys so much. You don't deserve it. Bethesda, you don't deserve this award. Your game is alright if you're a Bethesda fan, such as myself, and I am. But don't tell me this is innovative. If I wanted innovative, even Outer Worlds did it better than Starfield, honestly, to keep it 100. But I like games like Bethesda, that Bethesda makes. So that's why I played the 80 hours, and I enjoyed my time, but innovative is not the word that I'd say to describe Starfield. I'd say it's Bethesda. That's what it is. It's Skyrim in space. And not even Skyrim, because it's not as good. Without further ado, guys, I am just left shell-shocked. I don't know what they were thinking when they nominated this, but I hope that you guys have a great rest of your night. Keep your eyes peeled for new games coming out. We got tons of things. I am excited for Dragon's Dogma 2. Just remember, leave a like and subscribe. And again, have a wonderful evening.